Welcome to But Still She Thrives. This is your host, Christy Jade. How are y'all doing this morning? We had a little technical difficulty today, so I am coming to you a little later than usual, and there's no intro or outro, so I can do a little song and dance if you want. A little jazz hands. Want to do it with me? Here we go. What can we say? Don't get in that sticky web of controlling narcissist. All right, let's dive in. Today, I am going to talk about 5 reasons why you shouldn't care about what people think, right? This is very hard for some of us who have gone through abuse because we were really kind of trained to really care what people thought or walk on eggshells, right? So as we are healing and entering new relationships, friendships, co-workerships, bossships, is that a word? Any type of relationship really in life, we will find that we may have some of this tiptoeing or worrying what people think of us because of how either we were brought up or if we're in a romantic relationship where we really had to be under somebody else's thumb and pay attention to their needs, their feelings, what they were doing to avoid conflict, to avoid not feeling worthy, not feeling valued, not feeling okay, not feeling safe, right? So I'm going to talk about the reasons that we shouldn't care. Now that we're entering this 2.0 version of ourselves, damn, you look good, Queen. Let's dive in. Okay. So here are the 5 reasons. Number 1, this is the reminder you are the queen of your life, right? So this is your show, you're the star. And if you're a mother, this is really important to be able to role model that you have control of your life. And yes, if you're a God person, I'm all about that collaboration with Jesus. Um, but whatever higher power, yes, but you are the one leading your life. There is no one's opinion that matters more than God's or your own. So let that peanut gallery, right? Don't let them dictate your script, right? You have to take charge and set the stage and decide what is right for you, not what's right for somebody else, not what's right for society, what really works for you. And we will get into how you get in touch with that. I mean, I'm a big advocate of meditation and getting connected to yourself. And that is a huge part of my coaching, right? Connecting to yourself so you know what your desires are and you can live your life like a fabulous queen, right? Number 2, opinions are like emoji choices. Everybody has them. Everyone uses different ones, right? They're as common as hashtags on Instagram. Not everyone's going to like your filter, right? I've had people be like, "Are you using a filter?" Yeah, if I want to use a filter, I don't care. This is my life. If I want to look like a flawless queen on one picture and then look like I just woke up and my wrinkles are hanging out and sagging around, I can do that, right? This is my life. So, but everybody's got an opinion, right? Everyone is going to have opinion and nobody's are ever going to be the same. So if you try to please everybody and you try to make everybody like you or everyone agree with you or everyone, this is my big one, okay? Everybody understand you, that is never going to happen. A lot of us with abuse, I mean, that was my compulsion for a while, was feeling misunderstood. Like when I would try to do something helpful, someone might take it another way or whatever. And that like drove me up the wall. Now I'm like, dude, if they don't want to take me for who I am, or they don't want to meet me halfway or want to see where I'm coming from when we're on the same team, that's not somebody I want on my team. Can I get a what? Right? The haters can find another feed to scroll through. All right. Number 3, comparison is the thief of joy. We are on social media all the time, scrolling and looking and seeing what everyone else is doing, right? A lot of it is fake news. Fake book, that's what they call it, right? Insta fake and insta scam. I don't know. And I don't think people like it's done intentionally. Look, I mean, I use filters sometimes. Like I shine the light on a lot of happy things. Um, is my life perfect? No, but that's, it's kind of like a highlight reel, right? And especially like with certain people's businesses, you want to put your best face forward. If you're selling makeup, you're obviously going to get on there looking glam. Um, but I find I try to show both sides. Um, is do you risk then getting more like nasty comments when in my YouTube days, I had 30,000 subscribers, a lot of engagement, I would get some horrible comments. I had to have some thick skin, right? Um, but that's the thing, you have to release because you realize nobody's perfect. The person that is commenting to you, if it's not just a regular old troll, has insecurities of their own. They're not perfect. And authenticity is actually your superpower. So that's the reason here. We need to be authentic. Does that mean you never show your happy times? You never show a filter? You never talk about, or you always, talk about all the bad things and just like puke your, negativity around? No. But you can show both. You can highlight more of the positive if you want. This, again, this is your life. This is your whatever, your social media, your what you feel comfortable with sharing. But being authentic will attract your people. I feel like that's something huge. I've always been a pretty authentic person. If you've been following me, you know that. I'm pretty direct. I'm pretty real. I will talk to you about my faults. I will talk to you about bad things that have happened to me. But comparing and trying to fit into someone else's mold is never going to lead you to joy or attract the friends or a romantic ship or whatever into your life. Because the more real you are, the easier it is for your people to see you and find you. I found that in my whole healing journey. When I started not taking poor behavior from anybody, it was like I went out there with a machete and was like, no, 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 I don't like how you're treating me. I don't like how you're treating me. When I did that and I opened myself up to what I really actually deserved, and that's part of this too. Part of your mold, it's not just, oh, your quirks and this and that and being, quote, real. It's also saying, what do I really deserve? How do I really want to be treated? And when you can claim that, your whole world will shift and you will attract people that treat you so well, like the queen you are, and lift you up and you lift them up, right? So being authentic will attract better things happening to you in your life and better people entering your life. Number 5, last but not least, your happiness, your peace, your joy, all of that good stuff that we're like, yeah, that's what we want. You might say you want it, but it's a non-negotiable. Like this is, if you are looking to step into this new identity in a way from after you've gone through some crap in your life, you cannot compromise. If you're setting your own standard, it's got to be unshakable, unmessable with. Is that a word? So basically, your joy is your currency, and you should spend it on the things that make your heart wiggle, wiggle. I love that. Heart wiggles. Isn't that the best saying? I've said that since I'm young. I'm like, oh, it makes my heart wiggle. But really, what makes your heart wiggle? Do more of that. This is your happiness at stake. We went through enough shit where we didn't have control. Some of us, many of us, if it was in our family, we didn't have control over our own happiness because we were stuck in situations. Or maybe it was a romantic situation. You felt stuck. That's okay too. They are master manipulators, right? So I get it. But you are out now, and it is time for you to say, I'm getting my power back, and I'm going to be happy, and I'm going to be at peace, and I'm not letting any of the bullshit back into my life. Right? And as you rise again, you cannot care what other people think. You are going to get different energies towards you. Sometimes people don't know what to do with the energy of somebody who knows their worth. It's not saying we're not arrogant. I don't think I'm better than anybody, but I think I'm as worthy as everyone else. And now I know what I will not tolerate in my life and what I deserve and what happiness and peace actually look like. There's no exceptions like, oh, well, this person is a shithole to me, but that's just them. They're just being them. No, there's no excuses to be shat on. No more. Your happiness, again, is a non-negotiable. Say it. Say it back. My happiness is a non-negotiable. It's our first affirmation. My happiness is a non-negotiable. Number 2, affirmation. Their opinion is none of my business. Number 3, what else? 'Cause I'm a queen. All right, so toss that hair back, put on your crown, sashay away from the drama. The runway of life is yours to own. This is your life, right? And I don't know about you, but I'm not getting younger. And I'm going to, I was thinking about it yesterday and I was like, man, this one person literally, I feel like stole years of my life. Right? And that part is the part I've healed a lot. I've forgiven in a way because you don't carry anger, right? For me, forgiveness is for ourselves. It's not for the other person necessarily, unless they're sorry. This person's never sorry, but I forgive. But there's still, I'll be honest, I'm on my journey too. I'm not perfect, okay? There's a little resentment there in the fact I'm like, damn, they stole a big chunk of my life and it affected my confidence and worth, which now I've gained so much more back. But you know what, that lit a fire in me yesterday thinking about that. Like, they stole this from me and it was like, you know what though? I'm going to make up for that shit. I'm going to make up for that lost time. And not to get back at them, but for me. This is my life. I've one life. So instead of sitting in victimhood and rolling around in it, look, you get a good excuse to sit in victimhood. When you first come out of shit, roll around, get help, heal. But once you can grab a little power and say, I know I'm worth more, I'm ready, you've got to go all in and make up for that lost time. There's so much life and there's so many amazing people, so many amazing things we can do. I get to do this now. I get to do a podcast and help other people. I get to love what I do. I get to live a life of joy. I get to have a husband that treats me like a dang queen. I get to have a daughter that I have been teaching mindset and energy work and boundaries since she's 2 years old, right? Like, there's still so much greatness out there. I get to travel. I get to spend time with amazing friends that are just so uplifting and authentic. There's that word. So you get to choose to make up for that lost time. I get it, girl. I get it looking back and I'm like, damn, all those years. I was like yesterday, I was like, imagine, like, I'm a queen. We're all queens, right? But I'm a queen now. Imagine what would have happened if I wouldn't have lost those years. But then I'd remember there's always God's plan. I probably, if I didn't go through what I went through, I wouldn't be here talking and helping other people. So that's my journey, right? All right. I always go off on tangents because that's me, but that's part of my queenage, okay? We all have our special things. When you think of a fault, unless it's hurting someone else, try to twist it into something positive. We tend to look at our faults a lot or just even personality traits as a negative. So try to twist those things around too, right? Something comes in, twist it and say, what's the truth about this? Come on, truth. Where are you at, right? Twist those thoughts around, start twisting them. That's all part of coaching too. But if you are interested in coaching with me, I will put all my links up. We work on mindset, energy work. We are going to connect you more deeply to yourself. This is the work you got to do. If you don't want to show up and do it, that's fine. You can stay where you are. There's no judgment. But if you're like I was years ago, I was like, "God, I am ready. I am ready to get clear on who the hell I am." Right? Because we didn't have a mind of our own in many ways. I was like, who am I without all the bullshit and the fears and not believing in myself? Who am I now that I've decided I'm going to start believing in myself? So if you are ready, sign up for a call, monthly calls. There's a boundaries course if you're interested in that. Go check out my offers. And I would love to work with you. I love to help you. All right. Have a beautiful day. Give yourself a big queen hug. Ooh. And I will see you in the next video. I'm on YouTube. If you don't know, I have my podcast on video. I'll link my YouTube channel. Or if you are where a lot of people listen to me, any podcast platform, say hello, send me an email. Just introduce yourself. Like, I would love to get to know you guys more. Some of you do that. That's great. I want more of that. I love the connection. Okay. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.